I'm Angela, and this is Ryan from Lost in Reviews, and we're going to tell you about The Losers.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
I'm sorry I hit you in the face.
I'm sorry I threatened to cut your head off.
Don't you two feel so much better?
No.
Alright, so The Losers is an action thriller packed with a bunch of actors that are starring as a black ops team out on a mission that get foiled by their higher-ups and are left for dead. And then it's up to them to try and clear their name and go after the bad guy, this mysterious guy named Max.
And Max, they have to get Max.
They have to get Max.
So, what do you think of the director?
The director, he really hasn't done that much yet, but so this was a big step up for him, I think, and I don't have any complaints about the direction of it. I think that it showed well, it was colorful, it had lots of good action scenes. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it really was. It was well shot, well directed. I think he got his main point off. I did get a little feel in the beginning of a little artsiness, like that Denzel Washington movie,
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire. It had that kind of gritty feel,
yeah,
and color tones to it.
Well, and the story's based on a comic book, so it does bring in that comic book feel.
But only in the beginning, and I wish they would have done that more, because when
Yeah.
they switch over and they go to this, like, they switch over to pretty much cel-shaded versions of the characters and
Yeah.
stuff at moments.
For-
If they would have done like an action scene in that, like in say like a Kill Bill type of way, that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But they
it
didn't
would.
take any risks like that.
No,
So.
this movie did not cross any lines or really experiment with anything. And that I would move on to, the storyline was, for me, really, really cheesy. And I know if you probably read it in a comic book, you're probably thinking this was a totally awesome story. But in my opinion, it should have stayed like that, because line after line, it was just cheesy lines. And there was people behind us seeing this for the first time as well that were able to shoot out that little one-liner that the guy was going to come back with, because it was so obvious.
I mean, to defend it though, to be on its side more or less, it's supposed to be like that. They never said that they're not going to be like that. It kind of lives in that cheese, that like some of the other movies that we reviewed and liked. It doesn't say that it's going to be this serious movie.
No,
and it comes off. But like how I felt about the story. At one moment, one of the characters gets on this airplane, or no, he gets in a van and yawns, and I was like, I feel your pain. So yeah, I was bored at moments too,
Yes.
but yeah, I mean, it had a lot of funny moments.
It wasn't as bad to where I was eye-rolling, but it was just, there would be a setup of a joke coming or a statement, and I would be like, oh, is he really going to follow it up with one of those lines? And sure enough, time after time, it was just like they took every rule in the book for every action flick and just crammed it into this film.
Yeah. I mean, they did do that, but I felt like that's what they were trying to do. And we haven't read the book, so the book might be exactly like that.
Or it might be totally different.
Yeah, but I enjoyed each character. I really loved...
Yeah, did you like how the actors pull off their characters?
Yeah, the actors are great. They were really funny. The guy that was the Flame and...
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
He was my favorite.
He was really, really funny. And now, seeing this, I'm excited for Captain America, because when he was Flame, he wasn't that...
For Fantastic Four.
For the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
The Human Torch. What am I talking about?
Oh.
I'm killing myself here.
You call yourself a nerd.
I know. Yeah, the Human Torch. When he was that, I thought he was a little too over the top, but for this, he was really, really good.
He had the right amount of just being at the top.
Yeah.
And he plays the character
right
Jensen, and he's kind of like the nerd, I guess, in this film too. So I thought he was the funniest. He had the most clever comebacks, and he was sure able to run as fast as a ninja on top of buildings too. So he pulled off his part too.
Well, that wasn't him, but...
Well, I mean, it was supposed to be him. So
well, it's his character.
And Jeffrey Dean Morgan is the star. He's the leader of the team, and he's once again a woman beater, like in The Watchmen. But it did. I mean, that's just a little thing I thought.
But
of
he was great in this, just
He
like he was in Watchmen. He played a dirty, kind of grimy character,
Yes, yeah.
and total badass.
He brought a lot of the cheese to this film. I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, and he was kind of quiet. What do you mean?
Well, but like I just think of the scene when towards the end they all get out of the car running. He's got 2 guns strapped to him, and he has to come running at the bad guy, screaming at like full volume. And I just thought that was a little cliche. So.
I mean, I guess.
Zoe Saldana, who's been in all the
She was
Nerve
really,
movies.
really good in this.
I liked her.
I liked her.
I seem to like her in everything she does.
Yeah.
She started out with an accent in the beginning, which I thought if she had to do that through the whole movie, she could pull it off. But it was a trick.
Yeah, she got away from it pretty well.
Yeah, and of course every guy loves staring at her, so that works.
That does work.
They had a few little obvious ass shots in there, which
Yeah, like
Yeah.
especially one when she's in a gunfight.
Yes,
A
in her underwear.
A little piece of glass mirror flips through the air and boom.
Has to watch
Ass.
her butt fading
Yeah.
away.
Is great.
But that comes back to the direction where I thought that
Yeah,
was really
left it out.
creative.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean,
I didn't. It was bad special
no, but I
effects.
mean, I'm thinking of like, this glass is breaking and falling down, and they're using it for the scene. So it was a creative use of
Yeah.
the scenery, I thought. So, anyone else stick out to you? The bad guy, Jason Patrick?
I actually liked his character, and you didn't. But
No.
I actually liked his character because I like it when bad guys get really, really bad, and he was really, really bad. He was like, that guy, he didn't flush the toilet. Boom, you're dead.
Yes.
That's
No,
all
yeah.
he needed to kill
His
somebody.
umbrella holder.
Yeah.
He shot.
You're dead.
Because it blew off his head for a second. But I mean, I get that. He was definitely evil.
Yeah.
But his character had so many pointless things that happened to him. Like he's waiting for his money to show up on a fishing dock and teaching a bunch of foreigners how to play Go Fish. Like, the guy is a billionaire and he doesn't have anything
Right.
better to do. He would at least be on his iPhone.
No, I totally disagree with you. That's exactly the way his character should be. He's an eccentric billionaire that thinks he can run the world and do whatever he wants. These things don't affect him. Doing simple things like playing Go Fish is exactly who he should be. Somebody that has no care for human life and no care or any panic that he might get in trouble. So yeah, playing Go Fish, good for him.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Overall, I felt like the no caring came off as an empty character to me.
All right, what'd you get the film?
I am going to give it 2 pieces of cheese out of 5.
And I am going to give it 2 the Human Torches out of 5 since I'm an idiot. All right, thank you. I'm Ryan from Lost Reviews. This is Angela. Bye-bye.
Bye.